In fact, Mirror now spoke to Western Railways official over the ongoing Centre versus Agari bickering on the reconstruction of this bridge, which is the key South Mumbai bridge. And denying any delay in work, the railway official said that the construction work is underway in full swing and that the bridge will be ready for all the Mumbaikars by next year.
We are joined by Mr. Sumit Kumar, who is the Western Railway Chief PRO. And let's try and understand, there are several allegations into it that from the railway side, the work has been stalled, the BMC has completed its works. Sir, why is the delay?
This is the Delisle bridge, which is being done jointly by Western Railway and the MCGM. Railway portion is about launching of two girders on the railway track over the railway tracks. So if we see that in 2019 this ROP was in 2018 it was closed and in 2019 it was dismantled. So we started the work. The work is in full swing by the Western Railways. So actually because of the last 2 years there has been this COVID situation. So in spite of that, our work continued. But last year there were some issues with the supply of industrial oxygen, and also labor issue was there because these work are of specialized nature. So we need specialized skilled workers to carry out this work. So after this situation has somehow normalized after COVID, so we have again restarted the work in full swing, and the girder casting is going on 24/7 at the lower parade itself. And in the coming month, in the month of May, we will be launching the first girder, which is a 89-meter girder and open web girder, which is a truss type bridge. And in the month of August, we will be launching the second girder. So by August, we will be able to launch both the girders from the railway side. So there are actually three approaches to this bridge. Western, on west side we have two approach, and on east side there is one approach. So west side the work is already in full swing by MCGM. East side approach we will be able to hand over to MCGM for their work by August end. So by August we will be able to complete the work. So there is no exactly delay, but work has somehow been suspended because of the COVID situation in the last year.
Sir, what we also see, there was a site visit by Mr. Aadtiya Thackeray, Cabinet Minister, and he pointed out that BMC part of work is done, and especially the girder that you also rightly mentioned is being delayed. So was there earlier date or the change in the date?
No, there is no change in the date. Work is in full swing. As I have mentioned, but because this is a work of a specialized nature, so you need the gas for cutting of members, for fabrication and rebuilding and setting them in place, and also we need the specialized skilled labor for carrying out this work. So this supply of both during the COVID both were affected. So there is not exactly delay, but due to some unforeseen circumstances, the work we have not able to carry on the work during that period. But now, as the situation improved from the last December itself, we have started the work in full swing, and we are now in a position to launch the girder. As I have told you, it is an 89-meter girder, 65-degree skew, so it's a huge thing. Almost more than 1100 metric ton weight. So it's a big, really huge girder, open web girder. So we will be launching this in the month of May, and in the month of August, second girder will be launched. So after August, we will also hand over the east side approach to the MCGM for carrying out the work.
I'm now joined on the broadcast by Mr. Kamlakar Shenoy, who is an RTI activist. Mr. Shenoy, thank you so much for joining me on Mirror Now. Now, we just heard the Western Railways. Now, they are putting it out there that there have not been any delays in this particular project. A key project for Mumbaikars, they are having to suffer. 2018 is when this bridge was demolished or dismantled. However, still 2022, and the situation remains as in. And still the Western Railway says there are no delays.
The basic problem is there is no coordination between the Bombay Municipal Corporation and the railways. The railways have got difficulties of red tapeism because there are several departments which has to undergo, and this process takes a longer time. So there should be a time-bound program for the railways that they should complete the giving of permission prior to the demolition of the bridges. Why they require all the permissions to be obtained after demolitions? The problem here is the Bombay Municipal Corporation as well as the railways are playing mischief either way. They do not keep anything prepared. They have got no preparedness at all. They have got no vision, no planning. Now in Mumbai, there are about 12 ROBs to be repaired, reconstructed, demolished, and closed. Now, what is the planning over here? They have got no planning. Before the demolition of the bridge, they do not have the date of commencement. They do not have the date of completion. They do not have the drawings. In the Hancock Bridge, it is 7 years. What explanation shall Bombay Municipal Corporation and BMC and Railways will give for 7 years of delay? In China, a larger bridge is constructed within 36 hours. That is the planning. They are 36 hours and we are sleeping here. I would exaggerate to say that we are sleeping here for 48 months after the demolition of the bridges. This is how the corporation is working. Secondly, the municipal corporations, municipal commissioner as well as the additional municipal commissioners are nowhere liable to be prosecuted because they don't have any transparency, they don't have accountability. They do not have review meetings. They do not know anything about what is going on the ground side. The most important thing is before a bridge is demolished, there is a road widening process to be taken over. There is no road widening in spite of in Hancock Bridge 65 years ago, road widening has been sanctioned. And even today it has not been done. And today the bridge, after 7 years, the Bombay Municipal Corporation says that it will complete the first phase. It is disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting that the Bombay, which is the financial capital of India...
But Mr. Shenoy, you know, the BMC is claiming that their part of the work has been done and it's only the Western Railways part of the work that's still remaining. So they are in fact going ahead and blaming the centre for this delay.
Bombay Municipal Corporation is equally responsible. Now you have to see Bombay as a whole. There are 12 bridges. Now you see Lower Bridge is closed, Hancock is closed. Before completing of Hancock, they want to demolish the Karnak Bridge. The Parel Bridge they want to demolish. Then they have 12 bridges. Mahalakshmi, Tilak Bridge. Where is the planning? How are they going to regulate the traffic? How are they going to give alternate arrangements? They have got no alternate arrangement. I blame Bombay Municipal Corporation totally for that. Mr. Municipal Commissioner and additional municipal projects are not having any vision. They are just blaming the lower staff. The chief engineer is a puppet. They don't have any right. I blame the municipal commissioner as well as the additional municipal commissioner. They should have continuous review meetings. They do not meet alert citizens who are ready to assist them, help them. I am the person who have to move the High Court to get the bridge started. And even today, they have made a false submission before the High Court. They will be completing the bridge in 2019. It's 3 years and they have not yet completed. Leave about completion. Even they have not started. They are saying the first phase after 7 years. I think it is disgusting. It is horrifying. And it is very saddening to say that the Bombay Municipal Corporation...
Okay, Mr. Shenoy, stay on with me. I'm also now joined on the broadcast by Mr. Atul Bhatkalkar of the BJP. Mr. Bhatkalkar, thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast. Now, these are very, very strong allegations that Mr. Shenoy really is levelling. This RTI obviously is before the court. Now, just explain to us the reason for this delay because, you know, Aadtiya Thackeray really went on ground. He's continuing to blame the centre for the delay, saying that BMC part of the work when it comes to this bridge has already been taken care of.
See, as far as this state government is concerned, for Aadtiya Thackeray or Uddhav Thackeray or any other ministers, for them it is order of the day to blame everything on centre. Bridge is not completing in time because of centre. There is no vaccination because of centre. Now, from today, officially they started load shedding all over Maharashtra, other than Mumbai, because of centre.
No, let's stick to the bridge here, Mr. Atul. You know, what do you have to say about the kind of delay that Mumbaikars really are having to suffer from? Because this is a key bridge. This actually is taking care of one of the key areas, in fact, 3 key areas of Mumbai. We are talking about Lower Parel, Curry Road, and also Worli over here. 2018 is when it was dismantled. We're talking about 2022. Why is it still not being put in place?
Exactly. The primary responsibility of this bridge rests with the BMC. So BMC should give answer regarding all these things. Instead of that, Aadtiya Thackeray is playing politics.
And the Western Railways, sir.
1 minute, let me complete, madam. If suppose Aadtiya Thackeray is saying is truth that railway is not cooperating, my next question to Aadtiya Thackeray is, for how many times they took meetings with railway officials? How many times Chief Minister took the meeting or concerned guardian minister? And so this is nothing but passing the buck on the central government. There is nothing new. There are so many projects in Mumbai which BMC is doing for last more than 10 years. We supposed to be completed within 2 years, 3 years. And so it is totally unfair to blaming central government. I request Aadtiya Thackeray, he should ask for meeting for them. Now they are saying redevelopment of Dharavi, that is not happening because of railway department.
All right. I'll let Mr. Shenoy to come in here. Mr. Shenoy, would you like to respond to this particular comment that's coming in from the center in the way of Mr. Atul Bhatkarkar? Okay, I seem to have lost that link with Mr. Atul. Mr. Shenoy, if you could just throw light on, are you satisfied with the logic that BJP has given over there?
I hold the railways as well as the Bombay Municipal Corporation equally responsible, because the railways are also dilly-dallying in Hancock Bridge. They have given permissions only after I intervened. I created a social outlook. And when after my submissions, the permissions were granted, otherwise they were trying to mislead and they were not giving permission to Bombay Municipal Corporation for even launching. And why should railway keep all permissions pending till the last moment? Why are they not ready with every drawing, every particulars before the bridge is being demolished? So railways are equally responsible. I don't say anything, any one party, and Bombay Municipal Corporation, I feel nowadays has become one of the most useless corporations now. As far as the transport roads concerned and as far as the bridges are concerned, they have absolutely failed their duty, and I blame the municipal commissioner and Mr. Additional Municipal Commissioner for not interacting with the public at all. Now they are demolishing bridges after bridges, but they do not have the daring to meet the common man on the road and explain them what are the alternate arrangements. They just take a decision and they put every person in dupe. They dupe us, they cheat us, and they manipulate the citizens of Mumbai. And that is what the Bombay Municipal Corporation is now. If the Bombay Municipal Corporation Municipal Commissioner has the daring, let him come down for a public debate before me. They are avoiding, they don't have the guts even to meet me in the cabin. This is the daring of our Municipal Commissioner and the Additional Municipal Commissioners. Because they,
in fact, Mr. Shenoy, let's tell our viewers what exactly our reporters have found on ground, because if you can see the visuals that we are playing out on the screens, this actually tells a different story, because they are going ahead and continuing with the lip service that Mr. Shenoy is talking about. They are saying there is no delay. However, once you go on the site, we see that the work is at an absolute standstill. First, they blamed it on COVID. They said the labor force was not really available, a specialized one at that. Now that we have seen COVID cases really going down, still the labor force doesn't seem to be back on the site and work really has not started. So, Mr. Shenoy, in this particular situation, where do you see this entire thing going, and how soon are Mumbaikars really going to see this bridge having a light of day?
Madam, I feel that the Mumbai is going to be doomed by the railways and Bombay Municipal Corporation, because there are 12 bridges in line to be demolished without any alternate. The first thing, I have written to the traffic joint CP and he's giving me a meeting. I have told them that no NOC shall be given to any bridges before being demolished unless and until you see the preparedness of this, because the most important thing which is required is road widening for every bridge. These people are not widening for political reasons, because if the building is demolished, their votes are being hurt.
Okay.
And therefore, there is a lot of political interference as far as the Hancock Bridge and other bridges are concerned. The other aspect for the lower parallel is for road widening, they required the approach road. From where will they get when there is no road widening? And why has Bombay Municipal Corporation failed for road widening for last 65 years? And therefore, they are both equally responsible. I don't blame either municipal corporation or railways. Both are hand in gloves to delay things, because with every delay, there is an escalation clause. Because the 14 crores Hancock Bridge is now almost 100 crores and not even 40% of the work is completed. So they should be criminally prosecuted. All the railway officers as the Bombay Municipal Corporation, especially Additional Municipal Commissioner and Municipal Commissioner, should be prosecuted for delay, because these are the persons who have failed to discharge their duty, and there should be no alternate for them. The other thing is, The other thing is that they should first, before demolishing, they should see that the approaching roads and all the connecting roads are removed of the encroachment. The traffic police NOC clearly says that all
Absolutely. Mr.
encroachment
Shenoy,
should be
thank you so
removed.
much. These are fair points and these are very, very informed points that Mr. Kamlakar Shenoy has been putting forth on the broadcast. We have to actually see that there is politics and then there is more politics. However, it's the people who are having to suffer because of this.